location. So this is the first one. This is here on Europa. Cooley, can you tell us a little bit about what we're seeing here today, or where we are?
Yes, so this map is called Eventide Labs, and this is a long-forgotten human colony research outpost on Europa. It just so happens that Aramis has chosen this location as a refueling station for her catch. So here you'll see, perched just above the horizon is her catch in the skybox with, it's getting hooked up, and
looks like a D1 map.
That's hooked up to the catch to provide that ether that the Elixir
What happened to all the other maps they took out of the game?
We really wanted to situate the maps in the universe and draw on that deep Destiny lore. But yeah, we definitely have a presence of Fallen here, set amongst the abandoned human, ice-encrusted structures of the past, which has been a really fun environment to work on. We definitely want to bring in as many new palettes
Remember
as
that
possible
map from
because
Destiny
there's
1?
so much great environment art content. The palettes are really cool, and we want to use those in PvP wherever we can, just to the different palettes have
that's from Destiny 1.
Leads to different gameplay spaces.
This is this.
Also,
the exact
when
map.
it comes to kind of finding these maps of place in the world, Rob, having kind of looking at
they did change it. Looks like a little bit.
What were some of the challenges, or even kind of exciting opportunities potentially of finding new places for these maps to live in the more modern era of Destiny that we've been experiencing more recently?
Well, we really wanted to make sure that when we do an update like this, it's a major refresh to the map.
They
rotator,
freaking
right?
did it, bro.
We're adding
And
quite a bit of
made it
variety
ice.
here. We wanted to make sure that we had 3 distinctly different places and places that players haven't seen a bunch of times. So fortunately, we had these available to us. And
that's crazy.
I'm looking at it again now. I mean, I'm not getting sick of looking at this. The team does such a good job.
It's gorgeous. This is, one of the cool things is just how purposeful everything feels in the world. The art team always pushes it so far where it really feels like you're walking into a truly recently defunct, human colony or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, and the frozen world of Europa, I mean, they all have their advantages for PvP.
Reminds me of a Halo. They're getting that Halo feel again.
The frozen ice walls of Europa are just perfect for multiplayer, and I'm sure Cooley's going to talk about this a bunch.
Yeah, actually, also to Cooley, if you wouldn't mind, as people who have heard me talk too much about Destiny PvP would know, Dead Man's Tale and I get along a lot. Can you tell us a little bit maybe about some of the sight lines or opportunities that I'll have to maybe rack up some additional kills as I dive into this map the first time?
Totally. If long range is your thing, this spot out here is definitely the place for you. There's one spawn that happens for
looks
one
like
team
they
over
made
by
it a
C
little
and then
wider
one
though.
over by A, and so in these competitive modes,
than
if you've
it
got
was
an
in
objective
Destiny 1.
out here, this sight line is really important to lock down. So this is this is a spot where you're going to have 2 teams poking and peeking each other, and then rushing over here to try to get to this zone and lock it down. And if you're rolling with that long range kit, you can hang back and sort of lock down this airspace here so that
He's
you
all
can
hang
provide
down
cover
and just lock in.
maybe support your team from being harassed down on this point.
And then fantastic.
We also have sort of this the sight line in the middle, which will be pretty fun. It's definitely going to be a race to for each player or each team to kind of get to this spot and lock down this sort of portal here to ensure that you can push into this space and kind of control the middle. But as you can see,
back
there's
Crossroads.
Lots of ways for players to come in and flank. So if you're holding this space, you'll really not want to be here for too long unless you've got the support to do it.
Yeah. Make sure you throw those grenades right off of the rip, basically, when you're coming out of spawn.
Right off the rip.
Conquer that territory as best you can.
I kind of like that guy, bro.
One of the things I love about these ice caves is, it provides a lot of opportunity for grenades, like trip mines, and to bounce things off of the back of the walls, and the shapes here are just really fun to play with. All right, so this is one of 3 maps. Let's go ahead and prepare to go ahead and move on to the next one here really quickly. We've got coming up.